describe what you're feeling. You're sad. You're not happy, you know that. But you're not sad either. You're living in a body that's fighting to survive with a mind that's trying to die. And even when surrounded by people, you feel completely alone. Numb, faded, muffled, with a heart so irreparably and thoroughly broken, depression is like drowning, while everyone and everything around you is still living, still breathing. Compassionate, kind, gentle, selfless, and understanding, I am the type of girl that will be there through thick and thin for those that I care about the most. Will go to great lengths to make people happy, and will find beauty and pleasure in the smallest things in life. I am also the last person you would expect to have depression, especially in its most severe form. According to their article on depression, written by Mental Health America, published on mentalhealthamerica.net, accessed July 4th, 2016, I am one of just 16 million, or 6.7% of the U.S. population 18 years or older that suffers with depression. Also in their article written on depression, published on their website, who.int, reviewed April 2016, the World Health Organization estimated that 350 million people worldwide are affected by depression. Non-reported sufferers cannot even be estimated. With so many people being affected by this disorder, it's obvious that depression is a very real and very serious mental health problem. It will touch most people's lives either directly or indirectly through the suffering of someone close to them. The suffering endured by those that have the disorder and the lives lost to suicide as a result of it attest to the great burden that depression causes on the individual, their families, and society. First, it should probably be addressed what depression actually means. Depression has become a word, notably, used too widely in today's society. It is often used to describe temporary sadness, loneliness, or normal emotional response to loss, failure, disappointment, or other challenges in life. Though these feelings are things that can be felt during depression and are common during most cases of depression, depression is more than just a weakness that you can just snap out of. Depression is more than just a case of the blues. According to their article written on depression, written by Mayo Clinic staff and published on their website, published July 22nd, 2015, depression is a mental disorder that causes persistent feelings of sadness and loss of interest that affect how you think and behave and can lead to a variety of emotional and physical problems. Although there are many forms of depression, each with their own unique characteristics, major depression, or clinical depression, is most characterized for its severe symptoms that interfere with one's ability to work, eat, study, sleep, and enjoy life. And while the symptoms of depression may manifest itself differently from individual to individual at different times and in a variety of different ways, it is oftentimes more than the normal feelings of temporary sadness and hopelessness. Again, referring to their article on depression, written by the Mayo Clinic staff, published on their website on July 22nd, 2015, some of the variety of symptoms associated with depression can include feelings of guilt or hopelessness, excess anxiety or irritability, problems concentrating, poor memory, or difficult making decisions, irregular sleep patterns, such as insomnia or excess sleep, fatigue or loss of pleasure in life and daily activities. In many cases, symptoms are so severe that they cause problems in an individual's ability to enjoy daily life, and in various aspects of their lives are affected, such as those of work, school, social activities, and relationships. But in other cases, some people may just feel generally miserable or unhappy without really knowing why. But it is important to remember that regardless of how severe depression and its symptoms are, there are effective treatments that can be used today. There are effective treatments today that can be administered by a psychologist or a psychiatrist. Today, major depression is normally treated with professional counseling and prescribed medication. Many times it could be either or, but most of the time it's normally both, as both give a more effective result. An example of therapy used is CBT, or cognitive behavioral therapy, a type of therapy that helps those that suffer from depression by helping them cope with changing their thoughts and behaviors, normally negative, with more positive ones. Along with therapy, there's a wide variety of antidepressants, the most common of them being SSRIs, and the reason that you're given the most is because they're safer and have fewer side effects than other antidepressants. In conclusion, while the real cause of depression is yet to be discovered, and the various causes and severity, frequency, and duration of symptoms is dependent on the individual and his or her particular illness, it is important to remember that depression is a disease with a biological basis along with psychological and social implications. It is not something someone can just get over, or even something that someone may have complete control over. Yet, it is important to remember that despite everything depression brings and all of the problems that are caused by it, it is treatable and it is completely possible to live a happy and productive lifestyle despite the disorder. As with heart disease or cancer or any other illness really, shedding the light onto the subject is the only way that we can drive funding and work towards a better diagnosis, future treatments, and possible cure for this serious and debilitating disease. Thank you for your time today.